Welcome to lecture on designing sport-specific functional drills in late-stage ACL rehabilitation. I am Major Arun, and in this session we will explore how to safely and effectively bridge the gap between the clinic and the playing field. At this stage of rehabilitation, athletes often have regained strength and running tolerance, but they still lack sport specific readiness. Generic return to play tests may not capture the unpredictability and intensity of real game situations. Our focus today is on creating functional, tailored drills that reflect the demands of each sport while ensuring control, progression, and durability of return to play. By the end of this lecture, the one should know objective is to understand the principle of specificity and why drills must mimic the real demands of sport. Secondly, we will learn how to identify key movement patterns, physical demands, and sport specific risk factors that influence drill design. We will show you how to apply graded progression strategies, building complexity step by step to design safe but challenging drills. And finally, we will cover how to evaluate readiness and monitor risk factors, ensuring drills prepare the athletes for competition rather than expose them to premature injury risk. By achieving these objectives, you will gain a practical framework for late stage ACL rehabilitation. Why these sport specific drills are important. Traditional return to play protocols often fail because they do not prepare athletes for the chaotic, unpredictable environment of sport. Sport specific drills replicate game intensity, complexity, and unpredictability while allowing athletes to rebuild confidence under controlled exposure. Planned tasks can disguise lingering deficits in proprioception, neuromuscular control, and reaction time. Adding unplanned sport specific challenges better prepares the knee and the athlete's mind for real situation. These drills, therefore, form the bridge between clinical rehabilitation and actual competition, supporting both safer and more durable return to play. Let us focus on few important principles of drill design. There are four key principles of designing functional drills. The one is very important is specificity of the drill. Each drill should mimic the exact position, the exact movement, and exact stimuli of the athlete's particular sport. Variability. Avoid repetitive and predictive drills. Real sport involves diverse and chaotic patterns. Progressive overload. This is the one aspect of whenever we're considering preparation of designing a program or a drill. We should gradually scale the speed, load, and cognitive complexity as the athlete adapts to previous loads. Cognitive integration. Embed decision making and reactivity into drills so that physical execution is linked with perception and quick thinking. Together, these principles ensure drills build not just strength and power but also sports readiness. Readiness before sports drills. Before we introducing any sports specific drills, the athlete must demonstrate baseline readiness criteria. Joint status should be stable with pain under 3 out of 10 in numerical pain rating scale. There should be no effusion and there should be pain-free range of motion. Functional control should be demonstrated with hop symmetry and it should be less than 10% difference when compared to contralateral limb combined with good landing mechanics. Strength levels should reach at least 90% limb symmetric index for quadriceps and hamstring before unrestricted return to sport box, with at least 80% symmetry acceptable for earlier run or landing progression. Finally, psychological readiness is essential. Anterior cruciate ligament return to sports index scores above 55 indicate adequate confidence for unrestricted team practice. Without these prerequisites, introducing complex drills can overload the athlete and risk of re-injury. Many times we say quality is more important than quantity. The movement quality as the foundation in designing functional sport-specific drills. Movement quality forms the foundation of every functional drills. Athletes must maintain multiplanar control, avoiding valgus collapse, compensating with trunk lean or knee dominant landings during drop jumps or plyometric jumps. Hip dominant soft landings should be mastered before increasing jump height or speed in plyometric drills or specific functional drills. Progression should follow a clear pathway, bilateral squatting pattern to unilateral squats, then double leg to single leg landings. Video feedback and external cues are powerful tools to refine one's mechanics. Finally, always retest quality under dual task and fatigued state to confirm robustness before progression. In category 1 of drill designing, it is mainly focused on deceleration and cutting mechanics. This category 1 drills focus on precise deceleration mechanics and controlled foot placement. Typical patterns include T drills, L drills based on cones, and 3 cone setups drills. Metrics include timing gauge, step counts, and a video review of trunk and knee alignment in various movements. Progression involves shortening stopping distance, increasing approach speed, and introducing sharper angles or multi-cut sequences. The athlete only progress once they consistently demonstrate efficient times, clean mechanics, and no pain or effusion. This builds the foundation of safe and effective cutting mechanics. Category 1, L-cone drill. The L-cone drill requires sprinting forward, then making sharp 90-degree cut around the cone. Proper execution demands a low athletic stance, quick footwork, and controlled knee alignment. This drill trains deceleration, change of direction, and re-acceleration, all essential return to pivoting sports. Monitoring knee valgus and trunk stability to minimize re-injury risk. The T-cone drill integrates forward sprint, lateral shuffles, and back pedal across a T-shaped setup. Athletes must stay low, maintain hip knee ankle alignment, and execute sharp directional changes. This enhances agility, reactive speed, and sport specific movement transitions. Clinically, it challenges proprioception and eccentric control. These are all critical before return to competition. Multi-cut sequence drill. The multi-cut drill requires athletes to execute successive cuts at variable angles in a continuous sequence. The focus is on anticipatory and reactive agility while maintaining trunk control and safe knee mechanics. This drill replicates unpredictable game scenarios, training the reconstructed knee to handle rapid multidirectional loads. Reactive agility drills, emphasizing perception action coupling. Cues may be verbal, visual like light signals, or opponent based. Progression involves increasing movement speed, shortening reaction windows, and adding ball involvement where relevant. Reactive T drills, L drills, or three cone drills provide structure, but emphasis remains on cue driven responses. Successful completion requires maintaining safe mechanics and efficient times under reactive conditions. These drills replicate the chaotic decision making element of sport. Drill category 2, Voice cue driven drill. In the voice cue driven drill, athletes perform sprints or directional changes in response to verbal commands. This reactive element stimulates real time decision making in sport. Correct posture, quick auditory response, and efficient footwork are key. The drill enhances cognitive motor integration and prepares athletes for unpredictable high demand scenarios. Category 3 focuses on plyometric reactivity. Progression starts with bilateral landings, then unilateral drills, and finally single leg plyometrics. Height and intensity are modulated gradually, always ensuring soft and controlled landing mechanics. Cognitive tasks like catching a ball mid landing or aiming for a target can be layered once bilateral mastery is achieved. External focus cues such as aiming for lines or targets improve tendon stiffness and symmetry of effort. Progression to the next level only occurs with equal loading and controlled mechanics. The single leg plyometrics involve repeated hops forward, laterally, and diagonally. The emphasis is on controlled landings, knee alignment, and maintaining rhythm. These drills build explosive strength, neuromuscular control, and multiplanar stability. Watch for compensations such as trunk lean or valgus collapse as they indicate readiness gaps. Category 4 introduces dual task execution. Here, the athlete performs a cognitive task while simultaneously executing a movement drill. Few examples include dribbling, passing, or catching the ball layered onto cutting or agility drills. The challenge is to increase skill complexity or decision density, but not both at the same time. Errors and timings are closely monitored, with mechanics maintained even under growing cognitive load. This ensures the athlete can handle the reality of competing skills under physical stress. Drill category 4. Dual task execution, catching the ball during agility. This drill combines agility movements with simultaneous ball catching. It challenges coordination, attention splitting, and neuromuscular control under distraction. Clinically, it prepares athletes for sports specific cognitive demands where decision making and motor control must coexist. Dribbling with agility requires athletes to maneuver a ball while performing directional changes or cone drills. The focus is on maintaining trunk stability, knee alignment, and ball control simultaneously. This sport specific integration enhances confidence, skill transfer, and readiness for competitive environments. Category 5 focuses on sports and position specific chains. For example, a footballer may sprint, cut, and shoot under defender pressure. Drills must be individualized to the unique movement pattern of each sport and playing role. Approach speed, cutting angles, and level of perturbation are calibrated gradually. Time repetitions are recorded, and video review allows comparison to pre-injury footage or team norms. This represents the final bridge between structured rehabilitation and true competitive demands. Integrating fatigue while designing sport-specific drills. Fatigue integration is a critical but often overlooked component. Late game scenarios are when mechanics deteriorate and injuries often occurs. End of session drill blocks stimulate this fatigue by pushing mechanics under tired conditions. Drills are stopped immediately if there is a valgus collapse at knee joint, trunk deviations or compensations, or braking patterns emerge during the mechanics. Load tolerance is tracked with session rate of perceived exertion and next day symptom checks for pain and effusion. Periodic testing in a fatigued state, such as post-fatigue hop tests, confirm robustness before return to sports. The importance of movement monitoring and feedback. Monitoring combines both objective and subjective tools. Video analysis, either 2D analysis or 3D motion analysis, helps to capture trunk posture, knee alignment both in frontal as well as sagittal plane, and foot placement during sport-specific drills. Athletes reported measures such as perceived exertion, confidence scores, and knee response provide valuable feedback. Timing gates track agility and change of direction metrics, while force platforms verify jump symmetry when available. Integrating these measures ensures athletes are assessed both numerically and qualitatively, creating a complete picture of readiness. In conclusion, sport specific functional drills are the final bridge from structured rehab to unrestricted competition. Progression should move from controlled, planned drills into multidirectional and unplanned sport specific scenarios. Drill design must integrate neuromuscular control, neurocognitive challenge, and technical skill execution. Success is defined not only by safe return to sport but by performance restoration to pre injury or higher levels. With careful design, monitoring, and progressive overload, athletes can achieve durable, confident return to play. These principles are grounded in recent evidence, including the Aspeta Clinical Practice Guideline, Wilk's work on advanced ACL rehabilitation, and Buckthorpe's 10 task progression framework. Emerging research such as Thomas and colleagues' work on neurocognitive and neuromuscular rehabilitation further supports the integration of cognitive load into late-stage drills. By combining this evidence with individualized sport-specific planning, we can maximize both safety and performance. For optimal recovery, it is essential to follow the rehabilitation exercises in the demonstrated sequence, beginning each session with a structured warm up and concluding with an appropriate cool down. This systematic approach ensures that each step builds on the previous phase, promoting safe, effective, and progressive rehabilitation. Patient videos and images shown in this presentation are used with prior informed consent. Jai Hind.